where that would happen. Or that. Yeah, what's up, D-Limes? But I'm kind of going with Melon's thing here, where it's like, you know, the best way to kind of get that right is, not to screw it up to begin with, but... that's just kind of my thought process. But, like, let's say if we're in the middle of a race, or something like that, then, yeah, obviously, you know, those are, like, two good options there. Either just shooting the guy, tranking him, or going around.
Freeze.
Oh, that was a late cutscene skip. Oh. Crap. This better be a loop or I'm in trouble. Alright, that's good. And that thunder, though. Man, yo, Bunya passing it forward with a gifted sub to Terrorscope. Terrorscope, not sure if you're in the chat. But congratulations on getting that gifted sub. And that is really nice of you, Bunya. And you got a gifted sub for me the other day, and now you're passing it forward to someone else. Most appreciated. Also, no wild start drop again. No, no half-second time save. Reset. Wasn't wild enough to get the wild start drop.
Possible hostiles sighted. Send backup.
Understood. Backup unit.
Send backup. I have an unknown target here.
Understood. The backup team is on its way to the stairs. Stop him at all costs.
Hold it.
I got you. What's going on? Respond.
Huh?
We've not
It's him. Everyone, stay on guard.
understood. Assigning more personnel to the starboard entrance to the engine room.
Alright, one more swag roll coming up.
Acknowledged. Assault team, check it out. All other units remain in your positions. Oh my God!
Yo, B45-3D, thank you for the follow. We also have Rodrigo with the follow before the stream. So thank you, Rodrigo. As well as Japan with 2 A's. Also thank you for the follow, which was also way before the stream. And dude, you know what? That just put us at 1,400 followers on Twitch with that recent follow. Out of this world, dude. Yeah, thanks, Cart.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear.
Oh man, that never gets old. Alright, now I gotta focus.
Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirate weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear with Ray, the hundreds. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of Metal Gears that
Alright,
exist
pretty
all
sure we
over
got the
world
logo
are
that
no
time.
longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be.
Hey, what's up, Yuffie?
And it will be the Marine Corps.
Yeah, I'm trying to get underneath 104, but it was still a good race that day. Didn't expect a PB, let alone even advance the first round. Hey, we got the logo this time. We the Marines.
We the Marines.
Wow, almost sub 6. Wow, 604 tanker finish. Hey, what's up, Worseners?
Whatever.
Weed Marines. Man, what are some other funny ones with these BMN mannerisms? So we got that one. We also have requesting S-coat, which is for ground zeros. Yeah, what's up, Darren?
The world!
Exactly.
The time is frozen.
The time is frozen.
Oh, Darren, thank you for the host, brother. And thank you for the good luck on top of it.
Whatever.
Alright, wakey wakey. We got him.
Exactly. Whatever. Whatever. Exactly.
I kinda didn't mean to do that, but I'm glad that worked out without me being kicked. I wouldn't have cared if he shot me in the back, but if he would have kicked me from me doing that, that would have been complete disaster. And an easy way to lose, like, 3.5 seconds, if not more. Was it Strut C that exploded last night? In terms of what exactly? Oh, no, that was the bridge. The Show 1-2 connecting bridge. Because it wasn't necessarily strut C. Hardly. I mean, the only places where I'm likely to blow stuff up is either the tanker engine room bombs, the Show 1-2 connecting bridge, and if anything else, maybe Fat Man, because you know, there were times where he planted a bomb and I had no idea where the hell it went. It was like he planted it into the void and it just disappeared. I couldn't even find it. But more likely, it's the Show 1-2 connecting bridge. Particularly with the Cypher, because it's really easy to screw it up. But what killed my run in MGS4 last night was the Humvee. It ran the resistance guy over, and I really couldn't do anything to stop it until it was too late. And since I was already behind by a minute, there was no point in trying to salvage it, since it was already a run ender.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that was incredibly unlucky. I mean, I've had close calls before, but he just ran that guy over with no regrets. I did get that sweet revenge. Very, very savage, but I did get it. A non-PS3 game, huh? Well, I mean, I guess that's sort of true with this. I mean, it was a Xbox port, which was ported off of the PlayStation one, which then got ported to PC. What's up, Sonic Cat?
Exactly. Whatever.
You're gonna sleep, just came here to say hi? Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I hope you get some good rest, and thanks for tuning in. But yeah, so the thing with MGS2 PC is it's not commonly known software. You know, meaning, you know, cause like you had, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance on PS2, which was ported over to Xbox. And the PC version took the port of that Xbox one, so it's like a port of a port. And because of how unoptimized it was, it's currently ran with a mod, VSFix mod, which essentially allows you to play the game, you know, without all the issues and bugs and other stuff that plagued the original port. Nope, nope, nope. Easy. Don't move. I don't know why, but I've been stumbling with that, like, last coolant rise right before the bomb lately. It didn't used to be that way. I just developed this really crappy habit there. Oh, look, it's Rose checking in.
Whatever.
Oh, so fitting. Is it easy getting MGS2 on the PC? Well, it's not emulated. Like, it is an actual game of it. But whether or not if it's easy to get it... the actual PC port, you would probably have to find it on eBay, since I believe it's considered abandonware now. But the mod to run the game, which is actually how it's being ran at the moment, the mod is easy to get. You know, that's open to anyone that wants it. It's like there's a GitHub link that you can get it from. But the actual MGS2 PC game copy, I didn't get mine that way. I got mine through I got mine from another runner via an ISO file format, which allows me to install it. But the thing of it is, when you install it, you don't actually run it from that initial install because, like I said, the original game is terribly optimized, will not run very well. But what you do in the event that you actually have a copy is you install the game, don't run it, like don't play it, but you install the vSfix mod, which is, again, a software that a modder named V put together so that people wanting to run MGS2 PC can actually do it using his mod, which fixes all the graphics, audio, controller issues, probably a million other things I can't name off the top of my head on what he fixed. But that's how you actually run the game, is through a mod. You don't run the actual base native game because it's terrible. Light of Dark gets a live pre-recorded. No, it's live, otherwise I wouldn't be able to answer your question. %70 pre-recorded tasks.
Whatever.
What is MGS? I don't know, something about sneaking around, Metal Gear, Kojima things. I don't know, something like that.
Exactly.
Oh, Ryan seems to think I'm right. Alright, let's not screw up Fortune this time.
Kill me now.
I was sure you said the exact same words about how to get MGS2 yesterday. I don't know if I said it yesterday, but I know I've answered it more than once before on how to get it. The barrel. Shoot the barrel. Shoot the barrel. Oh, almost gained a second there. Nice. No, it's because, whenever there's a pause in the codec where Raiden is either talking or not talking, if you press L2 or R2, you can make him say stuff. And because of how VSFix is configured, there's no pressure sensitivity, meaning there's no variance in what things he says when you do that. Unlike the original game or HE Collection, where his response can vary based on pressure sensitivity or RNG. I don't know what the deal is, but I believe for VSFix, he just made it consistent. Or at least mostly consistent. I mean, I've heard other ones before. But it's only when I press a button. That being one of the left or right R2 triggers. Oh, no fast bomb. Oh, there goes a second.
I know just what you're going to say next. You'll say.
Yo, Nurse, thank you for the 100 bits. What the what in the world was that? That has got to be the most rogue Fat Man pathing I've ever seen, other than left and around. Oh, and that's RNG for you.
Whatever.
Yeah, but thank you for the 100 bits, Nurse. Or actually, the 100, what is that? Is that like a rainbow unicorn heart? I don't think I've actually ever seen that kind of bit emoji before. It's pretty cool looking. And Fat Man is a big boy. But I guess on all things considered, him doing the shuffling in circles was random. You know, kind of bad luck because it ruins my target locking. Makes it harder to hit him. And the other bad thing was he went really far away from me after I knocked him down the first time. And the second time was him just being all erratic. Where, again, my target locking wasn't really catching him. So, an unfortunate way to lose time, but it's not the end-all be-all yet with him. Meaning I need a good Fat Man fight in order to PB, which is far from the truth. But that said, I mean, it still sucks losing that amount of time on him.
Whatever.
But other things can sway this with aims coming up. Harrier's another important one. So we got... Oh, shit. Okay, I thought he saw me unequip my gun for a second. I mean, forget the cartwheeling, but I just didn't want him to see me unequip the gun.
Yo, what are you doing?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm not doing. Listening to you, buddy. I'm actually gonna play it safe in here. Not do the mid lane cartwheeling. Oh! Fast elevator. Man, the game is giving me a lifeline.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Oh, thank you, retinal scanner computer.
Exactly.
Alright, that's as close to the...
Aren't you?
Wait, what?
Your aims, aren't you?
Reporting no problem.
Like, dude, I pointed at his legs! That was almost a god aims until I did that. Like, bro, I aimed at his fucking legs and I aimed at the Jennifer model instead. Yeah, what's up, Transmit? That's exactly how I feel after missing that aims call. Like, I aimed at his legs, and somehow it aimed at, you know, the hostage next to him, even though it's like, oh, I'm sorry, Jennifer, but are your legs aims? Oh, it's not? Oh, man. Yeah, pardon me. What am I thinking? I mean, I still gained time, but I lost, like, a couple seconds of it over something so trivial. Over just pointing the D-mic at the right person. You know, but it's fine. You know, it's better than getting Northwest or Southwest again, which is effectively either break even or Northwest being I would lose time. Even if I routed to him quickly.
Possible hostile sighting. Send backup. Possible.
Alright. As before, all roads lead to the Harrier. At least we didn't blow up the bridge.
Exactly.
Bad luck. I didn't get the high damage, so I'm gonna be short a hit. Assuming I get these next two. Which I didn't. So now I'm gonna be 2 hits off.
I'll let you go out in style.
I think I'm gonna open my shop back up on Tuesday. Actually, quite looking forward to going back in. Gonna change the layout. What kind of a shop are we talking about, Bunya? But yeah, that's great to hear. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of people that are hurting to reopen again. You know, whether it be on the consumer end or on the, you know, the owner's perspective. Like, as a matter of fact, this haircut place that was close to where I lived, it actually shuttered up because we've had this stay at home for at least over like a month and a half now, and I guess, you know, just couldn't really make it work.
Requesting backup.
You know, which is disappointing because when things were gonna open up again, if and whenever that is, that was the first place I was gonna go, was get a haircut. You own a shoe repair, key cutting, watch repairs, engraving shop. Wow, so like a little bit of everything.
Return to your positions. Tighten security.
The shop has been a cobbler since the 1930s, and you bought it last year. And you've been in the type of business for 10... Oh, so like you've... so if I'm seeing this right, so like you've been in the business for roughly 10 years, but you've been a business owner of that particular one for a year? Man, what bad timing to have a shop during a mess like this. Well, of course, then again, I mean, that bad luck goes to everybody, not just to any one individual. Yeah, but I mean, like, there's businesses, new, old, alike, that are all fighting the same fight right now. They're all kind of lumped together in the same problem. But yeah, I can especially see why it would definitely be worrisome, but if you're talking about opening up your shop soon, I mean, I'm sure that's gonna be at least some good signs ahead of you. Also, I got another fast elevator, which is really nice.
What are you doing?
Oh, well, that's good that you got the, that you got something like that, because, because small businesses alike are fighting for that here. But I guess instead of a grant, it's more of a, small business loan. I mean, effectively, it's the same thing. I mean, you're just trying to get capital in to keep the business afloat under certain conditions, meaning, you don't let any people go, and you don't use it for, any, self-malicious purposes. And, some of these businesses here that were applying for programs like that were not really supposed to be doing it. Meaning, it was really meant for, like, the little guy. But some of these big companies or corporations somehow found a loophole to get it, and when they were caught, they returned it. At least, hopefully, they returned it. But yeah, you have all the best wishes for me in reopening your shop up. And what I would assume by changing your layout, meaning changing it to probably abide by any social distancing standards. Anything to keep it safe. Whoop, okay, easy now. Alright, 2 cycle. I almost had it in 1, just that one corner though. There we go, that should keep this in the realm of possibility now. One customer at a time. And I guess when you say that, meaning you would only have limited capacity for people to work on something for one project at a time? Because I would assume, given the kind of shop I think it is that they don't necessarily come in. Or if they do, they would drop off whatever needs to be fixed, and then, it gets worked in the background. Oh, inside the shop. So, like, you're trying to staff it and lay it out so that it would be the equivalent of, like, one project's worth of labor. You know, which... I mean, you don't have to hear it from me, but I already know that's, you know, a drop in the bucket, but it's certainly better than nothing. You know, because I know businesses like that, they need, you know, multiple things going on at once just to stay afloat and ahead of the game. But the problem with trying to do that, and we're seeing it here now, where a couple of our auto manufacturer plants in the Midwest that reopened recently, they had to close back up because they had people test positive. And one plant was here in my state, and another one was in Michigan. I believe they were both, I think they were both GM plants. And because they had, like, a couple people test positive, then you can almost would reasonably assess that the only course of action was to close up again, because as soon as you get one, there's always gonna be risk for more. And you can't just send that one or two people home and then hope that nobody else has it, because chances are they already do and you just don't know it yet. And it's a damn shame because those people need the work, but at the same time, you have to consider what this damn thing does. Meaning, as soon as you find somebody with it, you have to find out within a week or two if somebody else might have it, because it may not have manifested itself yet until days later. And I imagine that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, PPE, mask, and sanitizer. Yeah, that's also relieving to hear, because people are fighting tooth over nail for that stuff. Yo, what's up, Jag? Yeah, it's a very, very vicious and sneaky virus. And I'm not exactly sure what position you're in that environment, Jag, but when you're at the hospital. But I can almost imagine you're in the thick of it. Or at the very least, like, you're near it. The people that are. Never ceases to amaze me how JoJo messes up sayings. Well, it is me, and I'm trying to speedrun. I mean, I say stupid shit all the time. You work in the lab, you're not a frontliner. That's also relieving to hear, because I don't know, it almost, like, psychologically, it's like going to a hospital is like the last place you want to be at right now. But it seems like you're in a spot that doesn't put you in the hot zone. You work with their samples. So is it like a lab technician position? Or something like that? But either way, that definitely sounds, well, what the? Okay, how in the world did I quit my coolant again? Only me, dude. Only me. Yo, what's up, Savage? A little bit. Started around, like, 6:30 my time, so a little half an hour late start.
Whatever.
Correct? Wow, then yeah, we definitely need people like you more than ever, Jag. You know, when it comes to testing. Scotland has went down to less than 200 deaths per day. Still a lot, but nothing compared to what it was 4 weeks ago. Yeah, unfortunately... Unfortunately, we're like 10 times that amount. Every couple days, if not every other day here. Like, we're probably gonna hit 100,000 within, like, you know, starting the next week at some point. I mean, I hope for the life of me it doesn't, but they're already predicting that it will. You know, because it's gotten so out of hand here. On top of the risk of, like, another resurgence. You know, given that states and businesses alike are opening up. So, they're concerned that there's gonna be, like, a spike here and there, if not, like, a whole nother resurge of this. I reckon it'll surge again within a few weeks because they're relaxing the lockdown here next week. Yeah, I mean, right now all 50 states here have done some kind of, like, reopening, or, like you say, they kind of relaxed the restrictions. And some states are already starting to see some spikes here and there. Some states have gotten lucky, or it's just not being reported yet. But anyways, chat, since this is a good time, if any, because, I mean, it is VE during this time. But if you guys want to check out Jaguar King, big legend in the speedrunning community. His Twitch link is right there. Hails from Saudi Arabia. And like he just said, you know, he works in the health industry. He's a lab tech for a hospital. But when he's not doing that, he's usually speedrunning between MGS2, MGS3, or actually no, MGS1, with the intent for MGS3, because that's going to be held this weekend for a race against Raichu and Apache. But either way, if you guys would like another speedrunner to check out, I highly suggest you check out Jaguar King and follow the man. That seagull deserved it. Okay, that one didn't, but I just did it for memes. I mean, not to really try to drag it down like that further, but I mean, I think you're gonna see that everywhere. Not necessarily just people being senseless, but just more like resistance. You know, I mean, you know, as like, you could say, like, you can't hold the wave back forever. Meaning people that want to get out will try to get out. I mean, nobody likes being cooped up forever. But at the same time, like, there's, you know, trying to escape cabin fever and just being senseless. Trying to get away because you're just tired of being in the house, the apartment, or whatever for so many weeks. I get it. You know, I mean, eventually it'll just drive you crazy. But then you get people that go into, like, a shopping store, whether if it's, like, a grocery, pharmacy, or any stores that are allowing people to enter, and they don't have a mask on. And if the store requires it, and they do it knowing that they require it and just feel like they don't need to wear it, that's just being senseless, and, you know, we don't need that. You know, because, like, for some people, it just feels like they don't get that this thing can spread in different ways. And especially for some, they don't even know if they have it, because for all they know, they could be a carrier of it with no symptoms, but spread it to others that could possibly get it weeks later, if not days later, depending on how long it takes for them to feel symptoms.
Watch where you're aiming.
Vamp is dead? Question mark. Alright, this run has a chance. We're only a couple seconds behind right now. One good Tengu 2 can pull this back.
Jack?
Oh man, I love doing that. It's like, Jack, you there? Nope, whatever. Click.
It's been a
Hang
while,
up.
hasn't it? Jack the Ripper.
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Is there somebody there?
Pretty decent. Actually had a good, like, follow-up cartwheel after that, honestly. I didn't feel that daring to do the BMN special there with the gap jump. I mean, I had the space to do it, but I wasn't willing to chance it. At least not on that one. Jojo, please, I got more Monka S watching everyone else than you do it yourself. Oh yeah, I could definitely understand that. I still think it's a scary tactic, even though it is useful. Yo, what's up, Silent? Thank you, dude. Alright, Tengu 1, here goes. very clean. I mean, the hit at the beginning is, I don't know, inevitable at times. Missed one. Ooh, I got a 2-for-1 there. That's rare. Oh, I got a double and then I missed another. Wait, was that back-to-back vision mails? Dude, what is this Stinger 2?
It came as a
Holy
complete
shit,
surprise
dude.
when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW.
Wow, we're back in it.
Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake.
Jojo resetting on the SS Papega is inevitable. He'll never escape.
Foxhound Commando.
Yeah, you're right.
When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. It was obvious that the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute. Split between life and death. You
Just 3.
and now you've been led back to war.
And I'm not gonna try to go for the open headshot at the end. I mean, normally I would try to go for it, but when it's this tight, I'm not even gonna try. I would lose more time missing it than just hitting a,
I admit that I underestimated you.
you know, knee to the open mouth, which is a guaranteed hit.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Yeah, no Monka S, only good Solidus. Yeah, we're one fight away. I heard this is the hardest bit of the game on Euro Extreme. On PC it is, yeah. And on Sons of Liberty. For PS2, it's pretty terrible. On PC, it's 50 seconds, and on Sons of Liberty, it's like 67. Or something like that. It's over a minute. Yeah, exactly. Which, depending on how this run turns out, I'm actually going to do Euro tonight, since I didn't get to do it yesterday. But I'm going to focus on Solidus now.
Die! Let's go! Good work, Jack. This is where it gets interesting. Take this!
Sub 104 by 2 seconds.
Do you remember this place?
Of course.
Ugh.
This is where we first met. I remember now. Today is the day I
Spliced
met
my
you.
butt.
That's it.
Man, I didn't get screwed by Solidus again. Man, this was with a 5+1 and a missed die shot too. And a slow 2-cycle
I
swim
found
glitch.
something to pass along to the future.
What?
And a terrible fat man too.
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
And before JoJo ends up racing someone instead.
Our ideas.
Nah, it wasn't the fact that, you know, we did the race yesterday.
Passion.
But it was the fact that I kept going with VE and kept resetting that.
Together.
The amount of time I would have had to have taken to do Euro, I wouldn't have gotten to do,
Your ears.
I wouldn't have gotten to do MGS4 attempts yesterday. Or just the one attempt. Freaking Humvee. Yo, what's up, Bosnak? But not doing MGS4 would have been a good thing. I mean, I thought about it, but then again, it's like I'm trying to de-rest that game, so whenever I do this mini marathon I'm trying to put together, I would be ready for it, not just be like, yeah, I haven't played this game in, you know, a month. Let's just throw it in the marathon and just wing it. Which, by the way, since, excuse me. Which, by the way, Twin Snakes is going to be next on that D-Rest list, which is going to be effectively the final one to do. I guess aside from Ground Zeroes, but it's such a short run, I don't know if it'd really be worth it. If anything, I could just maybe do like a run or two, just to kind of get refreshed. But Twin Snakes hasn't been done since September. Or actually, no, wait. Well, actually, no, the last marathon I did was September, but the last Twin Snakes that I played was December, which was in the last MGSR relay we did for the winter season. Yo, thanks, K1. We did MGS3 last week. This week was for MGS4 and Twin Snakes, which is going to either be tomorrow or probably Sunday. Yo, one cool man XOF with Wear the Scarf. Alright, you got it! Whew. Man, I am so amped up right now because I've been trying to get this sub 104 since the freaking tournament. Time to turn JoJo into a poser. Oh god, I'm gonna get memed with pose requests again. Cover the face like Venom Dog. Trying to think if it's it'd probably have to be like something like this, wouldn't it? Hey man, you requested it. But no, it's fun. It's just maybe he finally stops talking then. Hey. Be careful, man. Don't you forget who gave you that sword. Is that a Slytherin scarf? No, it's the scarf cosplay that's out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 2 Battle Tendency. It's a iconic accessory that he wears throughout the series. Go outside with the scarf as a mask? I mean, If it really came down to it, I probably would do that. Not gonna lie.
Why can't each of us in the world ever see the
Oh yeah, RMC with the poses. Alright, let's get them done. Alright, so we got...
sounds of laughter, a warm hug, a smile, a
Alright, there's 4 of them for you, dude.
kiss from you.
I even gave you a couple dabs for free.
I fought
Oh, you're still trying to find another game to work on, cool man?
and I cried.
Sub 30?
Love to
I mean, you could. I mean, I still think you would enjoy VE of this. Just putting that out there. I mean, whether if you have the PC version or not, it's not really that essential. But I think you would like this. Yeah, I mean, whatever is, yeah, whatever you feel like doing. I can only just recommend things that may not be as stressful as Ground Zeroes, because I know it definitely gets it there. Especially with what you're trying to do, go sub 30. Okay, why is my scarf all screwed up? Yo, Bunya, thank you for the pose request. I'll do that in a moment. Let's get this.
It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away. I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in years.
Let me know when it's hot as hell over there so you can redeem the scarf again. It already is. I think it was like in the... upper 60s, 70s, low 70s today. It's actually really nice out. The only bad part was, like, we had rain, like, non-stop the past week. And we're expected to get more. Which, I guess, for being confined to the... You know, because of the quarantine, I mean, it's probably not a bad thing. But it's like the one moment where it's actually nice to go outside and, like, you know, more than half the lawn is, like, soaked. Oh yeah, the poses. And of course a dab. It's like I'm starting to run out of pose ideas. I'm gonna have to refresh on my JoJo pose listings. The only downside to this thing is that this thing is too long. You must live on the East Coast? No, I'm in the Midwest, but I might as well be. You know, given, you know, Chicago weather. Remember to mash? Oh yeah, that's coming up. Produced and directed by Hideo Kojima. Mashing intensifies right now. Wow, by 1 second. But hey, that's sub 104, and I will run with it. Well, guess I know what I'm submitting.